Let's start with the good, shall we? Gosh, it really is a shame. It really is a shame when the Team USA women's soccer team that unfortunately, because it decided to embrace politics over, winning soccer games, soccer matches, my bad, has had half the country in large part rooting against it. Now, I didn't watch a minute. I cannot do it. I can't torture myself like that. But it was really disheartening, I say that tongue-in-cheek, to see the women's national team lose in the round of 16. And it ended in part with, Megan Rapinoe. What a shame. Megan Rapinoe missing a penalty kick. Here's what it sounded like on Fox.
Rapinoe right foots it over the bar.
The only surprise there is that Megan Rapinoe missed it far right. That's it. That's all I got for you.
I see what you did there.
All right, I'm going home. I'm calling it a day. I'll see you later, guys. John and Mark, you got it the rest of the way? I'm out. Dropping the mic and heading home.
Well done.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Such a nice man.
But that was the only surprise. But, yeah, U.S. women's national team lost in the round of 16. They were favored to win the whole thing. And to that I say, oh, boy, that's really too bad. What a shame. What a shame. Not losing any sleep over it. Couldn't happen to a better group of folks, I'll tell you. Especially Megan Rapinoe, who when asked after the loss what her favorite memory is of her time serving, because she's 38 years old now, so this should be it. What her favorite memory was playing in World Cups, here's what she said.
Is there a memory that stands out to you right now in this moment?
Probably equal pay chance after the final.
Okay, yeah, equal pay, which, by the way, has hosed the men. I don't know if you know how this works now, but now what they do is they split. So like Team USA men and Team USA women pool their money together after their World Cup performances. The men was back in November. The women was this month. They pool the money together and they split it. The men got to the round of 16 and made $13 million. The women got to the round of 16 and made $3.3 million. Now they got to split the monies evenly. So the men made 80% of the money, but they only get 50% of the pay. Socialism alive and well in World Cup money. What a shame. The bad coming out of the weekend. The mayor's office was busted on something that they were touting in the last couple of weeks. So the new city council started last week, and Rihanna Park Shaw was selected as the mayor pro tem. What does that mean? If the mayor's out of town, the mayor pro tem kind of serves in the mayor's role, but we got a weak mayor system. It's a formality. It's kind of a nice thing to have on the resume, but it doesn't really mean a whole lot.
Yeah, but if Lucas goes in and goes under to have a wisdom tooth pulled, somebody's got to be in charge, right?
Yes, and that would be Rihanna Park Shaw. That would be her role. Well, she was touted as the first black woman to serve as mayor pro tem. That was in all the press releases last week, right? Woke 41, everybody talked. Rihanna Park Shaw, the first black female mayor pro tem. And by the way, she was a better pick than Andrea Boo. But I don't really care about anybody's skin color or gender when it comes to picking a position like this. But of course it gets touted. Well, it turns out that wasn't true. According to the KC Globe, Joanne Collins, black woman, served as mayor pro tem under Mayor Berkeley. So Rihanna Park Shaw was not the first black female mayor pro tem in Kansas City, Missouri. In fact, it was Joanne Collins. And by the way, adding to that, she was appointed by Mayor Berkeley, who's the only Republican in the last 80 years to serve as mayor as a Republican in this town. So the first mayor pro tem, who was a black female, gets appointed by a Republican mayor, going back 2 generations now. Yet last week, when the city council gets announced and the mayor's office brags about the first female black mayor pro tem, it was inaccurate. It was wrong. And the media, of course, they're not going to fact check anything. If the mayor's office says it, well, by golly, it must be true, right? So, away we go, off to the races. And it's like, nope, that's not actually the case. Joanne Collins, look it up. Tony's Kansas City had it. Nobody else had it, of course. I didn't see the Kansas City Star issuing any corrections. I didn't see Woke 41 issuing any corrections. They just kind of going to sweep it under the rug and pretend it never happened.
They didn't mention it, then they could have said the first since.
Yeah, the first since. They could have done that.
Then since they did it a long time ago.
First since Joanne Collins, but nope, that's not what they did. Here was the headline. Woke 41 last week. KCMO Councilwoman Rihanna Park Shaw, first black woman to serve as mayor pro tem. Not the case. By the way, I hope she's a good mayor pro tem. I just, don't happen to care about her skin color or her gender. Not really of interest.
Yeah, right.
Just hope she does a good job, though, just like everybody else.
Get it right.
Yeah, that's all we care about here. So there's the bad from the weekend. The ugly, and we'll dive into more of this next hour. The violence. Hate to say it, but the violence headlining everything in Kansas City over the weekend and in places that you normally would not expect. So 3 notable cases over the weekend of serious crimes taking place, murders taking place in Kansas City. First, you had 4 people shot late Saturday night downtown, 15th and Grand, about 11:30. Then you had Sunday morning, 7:30, a shootout between criminals and police at a Quick Trip, 95th and I-35, is where a vehicle was stolen in Lenexa. And then a shootout took place up in Mission at a Quick Trip. I mean, it's completely out of control. So that was at 7:30 yesterday morning. And then last night on the Crossroads, 20th and Main, you had a knife fight break out that resulted in 1 person getting killed. You have the violence now extending the places outside of the, air quotes, traditional places where crime has been high in this town. Why is that? Because if you're not doing anything about the crime in the high crime areas, the criminals are going to find other areas and other places to commit crimes. Criminals don't care about State Line Road. Well, they don't care about, the Crossroads, we shouldn't be here. They don't care about any of that. Think about that. Those 3 places, 16th and Grand, 20th and Main, and Mission, you had 3 of the most prominent homicides over the weekend. Who would have predicted that? And if you're John Sherman, I would have put that deposit down on North KC over the weekend. That's what I would have done if I was him.